Hello, hello, hello. Hi there. How are you doing? Thanks for, coming back and watching my YouTube channel, Confidence, Uncut. The subject we're talking about today is why would someone record you or take a screenshot of a conversation or even put you on loudspeaker without your knowledge? What is the motive behind that? But first things first, if this is your first time on here, please subscribe, turn on your notification, and follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and it's Confidence Uncut. Confidence with a K, all right? You've done that? Thank you for doing that. What's the motive behind you recording someone without their knowledge? What's the motive behind it? You taking a screenshot of a conversation that you've had with someone, a personal conversation. What is the motive behind? I don't know if this is a motive behind, but sometimes you're on the phone and then you put someone on loudspeaker without telling them, oh, you know what? The phone is on loudspeaker. I don't know why do we do that? I'm guilty of that one, but let me take it first things first. So the phone conversation, the recording of phone conversation, that I have a personal experience of that. Years ago, somebody that I trusted, and this is someone that is really, really trusted, recorded a phone conversation that we had. This conversation, one of those conversations that you have at the end of a relationship, that you kind of want to say everything, and then that is the end. I don't know, you call it breakup conversation, I think you call it. Years ago, I had that conversation with someone, and the person, unbeknown to me, recorded me. So, I remember that night quite well because I was on the phone having the conversation. My PA came up to me and said, oh, madam, do you know you're being recorded? I didn't know how she knew that. Well, maybe it was, to be honest. She was like, oh, do you know you're being recorded? I'm like, well, if the person is recording me, so what? I wish I listened to her because months down the line, this conversation that I thought was just a conversation between me and the person found its way onto YouTube. The phone conversation did magically became a footage. They used a photograph of me, a photograph of him, and they even subtitled it because not all that I was saying was that clear. So at that time, I was very upset. I was like, wow, someone you trust. We do things and we have conversation with people because we trust them so much. And if that trust wasn't there, there are certain things that you wouldn't say to them. So because I trusted this person, I thought I was having an honest conversation. And it was just the two of us. I didn't think that it was going to end up becoming a huge drama. I was really, really upset. It's one of the things that I would say that upset me a lot in those days. It was really upsetting. And I'm like, what is the motive behind it? Because it's possible that you recorded that conversation and you didn't mean to do anything with it. Your phone gets missing and somebody else will have that footage. So the motive behind it, it's possible that it's not something to destroy you, but just someone taking a conversation. And I also think that you should you should let someone know if you are recording them. At least let them know and say, oh, I'm recording. Do you mind if I record? Obviously, I'm sure the person is going to go like, no, or yes. They'll give you an answer. So at least you know what you're doing. But I'm like, what is the motive behind it? And would you record someone? Would you do that? Leave your comment below if you would record it, and what would be your motive of doing that. So this recording was on YouTube, and I would say that it dented my trust. Yeah, it dented my trust in people, especially having conversation, not face-to-face conversation. I remember in those days, it was that bad that when you come around me and I'm having a conversation with you, I'm actually checking you out if you're recording me or not, because it affected me a lot. Then the second thing, I see on social media, every time there's drama, people go and pull the receipt of screen grab conversations. What's the motive of that? Why are you keeping it for the future if you have a problem with that person? So why would you take a screenshot of a conversation that you've had with someone? I honestly don't get that one, because you wonder. So all along that I'm having conversation with you and all that, you taking screenshots of it. Does that not make you wary when you're having a conversation with people? Social media is we can't live with it, and we can't live without it at the moment the way it is. So why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe it's also to prove a point, because sometimes someone will say, I didn't say that, or you said that. So to be honest, I'm a bit confused on this one. That's why I'm bringing it out here, so we can discuss it, and you guys can also tell me your point of view on this. What is the motive behind recording someone without their knowledge, taking screenshot of your conversation? Is it to prove a point? But yeah, okay. Then the other one that actually did piss me off, and that one is just recently. It just pissed me off. Instagram, you can have your number and you can be called and all that. Okay, I have a business page on Instagram that has my phone number. So that's not my personal number, that's my work number. So when I'm not working, that phone is off. But when I'm working, whenever that phone rings, of course it's business. So whenever it rings, I don't even look at the number, I just pick it up. So one afternoon, the phone was ringing, and it was a video call, and I picked it. In my mind, well, this is a customer, or this is somebody that is going to be doing business with me. I picked it up, and then the person was like, hi. I'm like, hi, how you doing? Fine. And I'm like, can I help you? It's like, oh, I am this person that I've been chatting you up, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Then I cut the phone conversation. Just maybe 2 minutes later, an acquaintance of mine called me and was like, oh, were you talking to someone right now? I'm like, yeah, why? And then by the time I said, oh, I sent you something, check your phone. And when I looked at my phone, I saw a screenshot of my video call that I had 2 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, wow. Is that what it's got into? That you're having a conversation with you call someone up and take, a screen shot of your video call. And it was very strange, because if the acquaintance didn't call and said to me, were you talking to someone just right now, I wouldn't even have remembered that I had that conversation. on, because it was just 2 minutes ago. So what is the motive behind that? I thought that was very stupid, and I think it's very disrespectful also to do that to people, that you call them and then you screenshot it. I think the whole thing of recording without people's knowledge, screen grab of, I think is very disrespectful to the relationship that you have. I think, honestly, you guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this particular topic. There is one that I stand accused. I raise my hand. That one, I don't do it. How do I put it? I don't do it because, and that is why that one is a very, it's a bit different, because I don't do it with a motive. I just do it for it being convenient. So you're multitasking, and then you have a phone call, you put it on speaker, and then you talk. Well, when I'm doing that, I actually do it when I'm alone. There's no one listening in to the conversation. That I stand accused that I do that. So now what I've done is I bought myself some earpiece, so I'll put that in rather than put the person on speaker. Do you do that? Are you the type that put people on speaker when you're having conversation, when you're multitasking? And do you tell people? Do you tell the person on the other end of the phone that, oh, you are on speakerphone, so they are aware of what they're going to, what they're saying? Maybe it's something that they don't want anybody else to know, just, you and them. I'm going on and on about this phone. This phone issue, but it's honestly, I don't see the motive behind it, whether good or bad. I don't see why you should be doing that, and if you do that, why would you use it in the future? Would you use it against the person? Well, that you guys let me know. Comment. I know I've said that so many times because I'm curious. I want to know if I also want to know if you've had this experience before, that your phone conversation has been recorded or someone has taken a screenshot of your message, your chat. If you had experience, let me know the experience that you've had, and then we can all learn. I would say maybe someone should write phone manners, that would be a good thing to do. I would be the first to buy it, to know what to do with phone calls and things like that. I think we all need to be a little bit mindful of how we handle how we handle each other's privacy. If you're calling me, you trust me. That's what you're calling me. I should not be recording you. I shouldn't be taking screenshot of your messages. Well, comment down below and make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications, so when we upload new content, you are the first to know about it. Don't forget also to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and it's Konfidence Uncut. Thank you for, watching me venting, or there's a word for it. It's not even venting. There's a word for it. It's not rampage. No. No. There's a word for it. Something, when you, I don't know how to say.
Rant.
That's it. That's it. Well, guys, I have ranted enough. Enough of the ranting about the phone. Hopefully somebody would make or write a guide on what not to do and what to do when you are on the phone. Anyway, I'm going to stop it here now. Just let me know what you think about being recorded. And if you're someone that does that, stop. Stop it. It's not nice. It's disrespectful. So don't do it. Okay? I'll leave you on that note. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. See you next week, Friday, 8 p.m. That's the time, and it's a date. Bye-bye.